Chapter 42, Messages. There are 73 new text messages on my phone, all between me and Kaori. We're figuring out our business plan, Tanaka and Somerset. I almost suggested that it should be alphabetical order, Somerset and Tanaka, but since it was her idea and she's more of the expert, I figured her name should come first. There are 73 new text messages on my phone. Yesterday, I only had 12, and most of those were from my mom. It's nearing midnight now. The room has been dark for hours, except for the light of my phone. I'm yawning, and Kaori and I have finally decided to save the rest of our conversation for tomorrow. But we have a solid base plan. Our next move will be finding clients. Before we sign off, I have one question. What were you and Jen talking about before we went to the well? You said it would make sense once we found V. Kaori didn't say anything for a long time, or at least what felt like a long time. Finally, she texted back, "When it's time for the universe to speak, it will." If I'm going into business with her, I guess I should learn how to say things like that, or at least try to understand what they mean. I think I have an idea, though. It's not that different from how I talk to Saint Rene. I don't know if Saint Rene is listening. I don't know if Saint Rene is even able to listen. For all I know, Saint Rene no longer exists, and I'm just talking to nothing. But Saint Rene might be somewhere, listening and nodding and helping me along. Who knows? I lay the phone on my chest and shake my crystal caverns globe. I watch the bats flutter and fall. I got my wish to be an explorer. A well is kind of like a cave, right? I close my eyes and rewind the day. I've never helped a snakebite victim, saved a boy from a well, and met a psychic all in one day. So there's a lot to rewind. Life is funny sometimes. Yesterday, I had 12 texts on my phone. Today, I have 73. I think about everything, even Jen's jump rope. I picture it dangling there from the last rung. How many years would it take before her jump rope rots and disappears? Maybe, it would rescue some other kid, 100 years from now. I imagine what that kid would look like. It could be a boy again, or a girl, and their friend dares them to go into the well, and they do, and they fall, and they think they're stuck and they'll never be able to escape until they see the rope, and they'll think it's fate. They'll wonder how that rope got there, and they'll never know. The rope will shine a bright pink coil in a dark, dark place. I like that thought. It's like we've left something behind. I don't know for sure, but I don't think I'll have the nightmare tonight. Don't ask me how I know. Sometimes you just know. I think about Lilliput and Gulliver too. I wonder if my mom will let me get another guinea pig if I ask her. I think of Sacred. What was he doing at this moment? And I think of Virgil too. The way the redness crept into his face. The way he wasn't able to talk. I think of how he looked in that family photo, like he only went because his parents made him, which was probably true. Thinking of Virgil makes me think of his Lola. Valencia of Spain, she'd said. I remind myself to learn more about the Valencia Cathedral. She said it was an important place, and she seemed like she knew what she was talking about. I wonder what makes it important. I wonder what cathedrals look like, and if I'll ever go to one. I yawn again. My eyes are still closed. I feel myself falling down, down into sleep. I'm almost there when something jolts me awake. I jump. My eyes open. The room seems lit by a flashlight. Only it's not a flashlight. It's my phone, and it's vibrating. Kaori must have forgotten to say something. I pick it up. My eyes burn because the screen is so bright. It's 33 minutes after midnight. It's Lola's number, but I know right away it isn't Lola. Suddenly, I'm wide awake. I stare at the single word, and for some reason, I don't know why, I get a weird feeling in my belly, like 100 butterflies have taken flight. It says, hello. The end.